The Expanded Universe Gallery is one of the places you can tap into Tucson's comic culture. Santino Arturo is one of the artists we met there. He says writing and drawing comics is a great way to tell rich, vivid stories.
I used to want to do film, like directing. I was very inspired by Robert Rodriguez as a director, and I decided that I wanted to do that. And it's free actors, free cameras, and when you draw all that, that's exactly what that is.
Holly Randall studied illustration and design at U of A, but started drawing comics long before that.
I had an older brother who I idolized, and he read comics, so I read comics. And from that point on, because I was really into art so young as well, that I would draw from the comic books.
And she says anyone who thinks comic books are strictly a guy thing is mistaken.
I definitely tend to like more slice of life kind of stuff as opposed to maybe the big action sequence kind of stuff or, work stories, but I think that women can like the action stuff just as much as the love stuff.
Santino Arturo has created titles like Pink Lasers. He likes action, but with a twist.
I have a lot of unreal things, like people who can jump through dimensions, but then I have things like holding it to reality, like a talent agency for hired killers. So there's still the reality of trying to find a job and trying to pay rents, and there's still video cassette stores and things like that.
Tucson's comic culture is strong enough to support a big comic convention or Comic-Con. Mike Olivares of Expanded Universe organizes them. He says they have drawn as many as 18,000 people over a weekend. He's putting together Comic-Con number 9. They're an opportunity for fun and a chance for comics fans to get to know and buy the work of local artists. But he says almost any comic shop in Tucson can be a gateway to local work.
You can go to pretty much any local comic book shop in Tucson now, because mostly every shop is going to have a local shelf, which is comic books produced by local comic book creators.
And he says major comic book publishers have been scouting Tucson artists to take some of that Tucson style nationwide. Craig Smith, KGUN-9 on your side.